home country work experience, in COVID times, or lack of USCE that Tanya had, or leaving home country residency midway, I think that Vaishnavi had. And then Patrick, I think you're still working in India. So you three had very different kind of approaches to this journey, especially last year. So let's start with Tanya. Tanya, why don't you introduce yourself and how you leverage COVID experience, your tele rotations only, that kind of thing.
So first of all, thank you for having me. And I hope my journey is an eye-opener and something unique for everyone to learn from. I too myself was a very recent graduate. I graduated in June 2020 and I had absolutely no US clinical experience. All my rotations that were already taken were deferred because of COVID, and then later on they were cancelled completely. So in my application, there was a huge gap of work experience where I had nothing to show for it. So my mentors and Sarthi, and especially you, sir, you guided me so well on the fact that I should be taking telemedicine rotations very seriously. So much so that I did 2 telemedicine rotations simultaneously, one in the morning slot, one in the evening, so that I could get more experience on my CV. Also, what helped me the most was COVID experience in my home country. So I was working in one of the most reputed hospitals in India, and I was working in COVID wards, both the emergency and the ICU. So that was something that the entire world was experiencing actually. So this was a very common ground that I had that I could leverage and talk to absolutely anybody in the interview, from a program director to a head of a department. I had my field open to me. So there were a lot of questions that I also submitted to Sarthi later that everybody else can view what all type of questions I was asked. So my interviews were slotted for 15 minutes, but they did go up to 20 to 25 minutes just talking about COVID and what I was doing currently, what was happening. So the way the interview happened, the interview prep was very important for me. But what played the magic for me was the COVID experience in my home country that interested a lot of program directors in my interviews. So that was something that was a very big feather in my cap. So I'm grateful for the Sati team for guiding me through this journey like that.
Thank you, Tanya. Let's go to you, Vaishnavi. Again, unique path. Had to leave home country residency midway. How did you manage last year?
Thank you, Pavan. Thank you for this opportunity. And my name is Vaishnavi. So as you already mentioned, I was doing my residency in home country, which was DNB medicine. So my path all of a sudden changed after I got married and I had to move here. And that is when I started my taking steps and everything in 2019. So it was kind of hard. I gave all my steps and I was supposed to do my observerships in 2020. But then the COVID happened and every universities got shut down. All the universities got shut down, research got stopped. But at that point, I gave a call to you and asked, and my CS also got canceled. So being an old grad in 2016 grad without a CS, I didn't think I'll have a chance. So, and there were nothing about OET back then, and all that OET stuff came up in August. So I had to bulk up my CV by at least doing rotations in the United States. So all the rotations I had was in outpatient setting. And I want to tell future applicants that maintain a balance between outpatient and inpatient. So this is a year, this was an exceptional year. It is still fine to have only outpatient, but the coming years, they are not going to spare that imbalance between outpatient and inpatient. I had a lot of questions asked that you left your residency, so you had a bulk of inpatient experience back then, but now you do not have anything in the United States. But they did have their own explanation because there was COVID-19 and people were not letting into the hospitals. But I think I would suggest my juniors to have a great balance between both of them so that you're not blasted with all the questions in the interviews. And one other thing I would really want to emphasize is applying on time. So that is really, really important. So make it, even if possible, apply 2 days earlier, but never late. So once you apply every single day, as it passes the August 21st deadline, I think your number of interviews will come down really drastically. So don't do that mistake. take everything and start your CV and PS at least 4 to 5 months ahead of everything. Yes, CV, you need to keep adding up every month or whatever you're doing, but PS and CV starting earlier, it'll help you actually think and write in your CV. And if you started in the last minute, you're just going to just push up things into your CV. And I don't think there'll be grammatical errors in a CV is the biggest mistake. And what Dr. Kira was telling you all the time was do not make such mistakes. Start early till the deadline, at least revise your own CV and PS at least 1 million times so that you don't know what other stuff you have in the CS and CV and PS when you go to the interview. So yeah, I took all the suggestions, whatever Dr. Kira was giving me in this whole journey. He was really, really helpful. Thank you, Dr. Kira.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Let's go to you, Patrick. Someone who refused a pre-match, all that. So why don't you talk about your background, your journey, and especially the last 1 year?
Sure. Thank you so much, Pavan. So my name is Patrick. I'm an IMG from India. I graduated in 2016, and after that, I was working in the ER as a physician. So I worked for like 3 to 4 years, and after that, so I made a game plan with my mentor from Sarthi. So me and my mentor, we really loved making plans really far ahead. So our plan was to do 4 months of rotations in the US and do like 6 months of research right before application deadline, which is like in September. So unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic hit. And so my research was canceled and I didn't have any research experience, but nowadays, most applicants do have some kind of research on their CV. So I contacted Pavan, I contacted the Sarthi team, and they hooked me up with the research team course that they have. And then I studied how to do research. I did a publication with the help of the Sarthi team. And after that, I did a few publications with my friends as well. So then I discussed with my mentor, and then was the game plan, we had to change the whole game plan because COVID was there. So now the game plan was that we have to make the CV in such a way that it's surrounded by COVID. For example, with the research, we made sure that we had 2 publications which was related to COVID. He told me to go back to India, work as an ER physician so that I have experience handling COVID patients. And even in volunteering work, it doesn't have to be anything which is significant, it doesn't have to be anything medical. I was just packing food for people who actually needed food, for COVID-19 patients. So my whole CV was covered with COVID. So I actually got 20 interviews and 1 pre-match offer as well. So during each interview, everybody was asking me what was going on during the COVID-19 pandemic in your home country. They were trying to compare what the healthcare system was in India as well as in the US. They asked me why did you do a research on COVID-19? There's many other topics. So they were really interested in that. And they really loved the fact that I had 4 years of experience working in the ER as well. So I think all these kind of aspects really helped me out. And I think that I want to emphasize is that, during your journey, there might be a lot of obstacles. For example, for us, it was COVID-19 pandemic, but for you, it might be something else. But if you are determined and if you are willing to work hard, you can overcome any obstacle. That's the beauty of the USMLE journey. And that's what Sarthi is here for. I mean, they really helped me out with everything. I wouldn't be at this position right now. I've matched into my top program, and I'm grateful to the whole Sarthi team.
Thank you, Patrick.